Hey guys, what's up? Hopeless Dragon here with another deck profile. Today it's going to be on Satellarknights. So they got two brand new cards in the Invasion of Vengeance set. They got a new spell and a new Exceed monster. And I felt they helped the deck out a little bit, and it's still a pretty good deck and a lot of fun to play with. So go ahead and get right into a deck profile. To start things off, we got triple Satellarknight Unkale, something along those lines. This guy just lets you dump any of your other Satellarknight monsters into the graveyard, and he's got pretty good stats. Then we got triple Satellarknight Altair. Altair is like your main combo guy, pretty much. When he's summoned, you get special summon another Satellarknight monster from your graveyard in defense position, and then the only monsters that get attacked for the rest of the turn are Satellarknight monsters. I'll try to move that over, try to get the glare out of there. And all of them, you can only activate their effects once per turn. But yeah, another really good card. Then your searcher of the deck, we got triple Satellarknight Deneb. I don't know why that glare is so bad there. Yeah, it's a little better. But yeah, Deneb's pretty much, like I said, just searches your other Satellarknight monsters. Then double Vega. When it's summoned, you get to special summon another Satellarknight monster from your hand. So good for making those big plays. Two Maxis, try to keep the deck up with other stuff. The deck does run a lot back row. It's kind of more of a helmet deck, as people would say, just because you sit on a lot back row and you can Travail loop and a lot of fun stuff, but can be annoying for your opponent. Then I take one Satellarknight Alsam. This is my last monster, just because the additional 1,000 can come in handy a lot of different times. There's a lot of life point paying cost things anymore, so making them take additional 1,000 that can be special summoned many times is not too bad, in my opinion. So that's it for the monsters. Just a small little monster lineup. On to spells. I'm running two of the new Tellarknight Genesis. I really like this card. It makes it so you can destroy spell and trap cards on the field equal to the number of Tellarknight cards you control. So since you can spam the Satellarknights pretty easily, you can pop a lot of your opponent's spell and traps. But the only downfall is it has to be equal. So if like you have three and they only have one, you'd have pops on your stuff if you had it. But yeah, it's really not that difficult to work around that. So yeah, I'm trying out two of it. I'm liking it. Then two Satellarknight Sky Bridges. This pretty much just lets you swap in your Satellars for a different one. But then you can only special summon Tellarknight monsters for the rest of the turn, which really isn't that big of a deal because that's the main thing you'll be going for anyways. But it's good for dodging effects or just switching out for a different Tellarknight. Then one Regeki, just get rid of those big boards. One Soul Charge for the power plays. One Rhoda, search out any of your warriors you need. One Instant Fusion for Norden. And one Upstart for a little more consistency. That's it for spells, not many of those either. Then onto the traps, which is the meat of the deck pretty much. We got triple Stellar Nova Alpha, an amazing card that lets you negate spell traps or monster effects by sending one Tellarknight monster you control to the graveyard. Also, once you negate it, you get to draw a card. So amazing, amazing card. I would always run this at 3 personally, but yeah. Then triple Call the Haunted, just so you can keep your plays going. It's amazing with Travail to be able to loop this, to keep using it every single turn. Then double Oasis, pretty much the same deal. It just lets special in defense and turns into a Wimmer type. Then two Anti-Spell Fragrance for any of those Pendulum decks or spell heavy decks. Still a pretty good card. I like it, and you can bounce it with Travail, so you can use spells during your turn, then set it and activate again during your opponent's. So I enjoy it. Two Fiendish Chains. Still, I mean, it's not as good as it used to be, but with Travail you get to recycle it, so the main thing for that. Two Quaking Mirror Forces, just try to protect your guys if anything would try to beat over it, and then you can always just return. Travail looping is the main thing you do with the deck anymore. I mean, you can do other stuff, but that's the main combo people go for, at least from what I see and from what I play with it. Then one Morning Negation, one Bottomless, because banish stuff's always good, and one Vanity's Emptiness for a little bit of lockdown. So that's it for the main deck. On to the extra. One Diamond. People dropped this card after Ptolemaeus got banned, but Satellarknights can still make it very easily, so it's not a problem for that. And he pretty much screws over any dark deck or any deck that needs to mill a lot. Then one Utopia Lightning, just because you got Utopia in here, you can beat over stuff and got that little Armades effect. Only running one of the new Dark Tellarknight, Ptolemaeus, I think is how it's pronounced. Pretty much lets you go into any of your Tellarknight XYZs. He only takes 2 Tellarknights, so you can make a Travail with only 2. The only thing is you have to discard a card as the effect to be able to go into it, or you can just go ahead and make Diamond right away, or Deltaros if you need, whatever. It's a pretty good card. He's also gotten a 7. If you have 7 or more Tellarknight monsters with different names in your graveyard, you can, I don't remember yeah, he has another effect that if you have 7, well, he also makes it so all monsters you control are dark, but that's not really all that relevant. You don't really run anything to make that useful, but it's also got a 7 effect, which nobody ever uses if there's 7 different tellers in the graveyard. The 1 Deltaros is good for popping stuff, and if he gets removed, you get special Tellarknight from your hand or deck. 1 Utopia for going into lightning. Triple Travail, just so you can keep looping them, and if your opponent does end up getting rid of 1, you still have a additional backup 1. Then 1 Castell for return stuff, Book of Mooning. Tsukiyomi to reset the hand, try to get some new draws. Emerald for recycling. Dweller for any back row hate. Graveyard hate. 1 Cowboy for a little bit of additional burn. 1 Ragaminoid, just because you can make a lot of warriors and get him with all of his effects, which is pretty good. And then 1 Norden for the instant fusion. So yeah guys, there was my updated Satellarknight deck profile. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all later.